Welcome back, homies and honeys, to another episode of Final Fantasy 16. This will be episode 19. So, in the last one, we did some side quests. You know, we pushed the main story forward a little bit. We got to hang out with Lady Hannah Murdoch, Rodney Murdoch's wife. And she gave us some new clothes. And this new clothes came with actual new items, too. So we got some purple gear from this. So we got Invictus, okay? It's a sword. One of the set of 7 swords said to have been forged in the flames of Mount Drustinus. Invictus has been passed down through generations for use by Archduke's family and his closest shields. Archduke Elwin presented Invictus to Rodney Murdoch on the day he was promoted to Lord Commander of the Ducal Army. Then we got the Matean Cross. Matean Cross, which is Matea, the moon, the red star under the moon. We learned at the beginning of the game. Matea is sometimes called the Custrel, as legend has it that the bright red star serves as a moon's attendant, carrying her gear and equipping her armor in times of battle. This belt has been part of a set owned by Archduke Elwin and kept in Eastpool for when his family was summer there. Got the Matean Bonds. It is a long-lasting Rosarian tradition for the Archduke to bestow a gift to scions of the ducal line upon their coming of age. These bracers dyed in the red of the star Matea, where what Elwin's father chose for him, and formed part of the set of clothes kept in Eastpool for when he and his family would summer there. That was crazy. I was like, wait, we got a bunch of items? I was like, that was wild. It like really was wild to me. Got new gear out of it, like a clothes change, a glamour change.
I fear that the old road to Phoenix Gate was lost to the Blight many years ago. Have care out there, both of you.
And then it looked like, Clive and Jill was about to have a moment out there wherever they were sleeping at, in the shed, the barn, wherever they was at. Like they was about to have a little moment, but...
Well, aren't you dressed up smart? Especially for a bearer. Proper little prince you look.
The word. Wonder if Martha could spare us a few bushels.
Right, here we go. Wife Hannah Murdoch, wife of Rodney Murdoch, Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Since her marriage, she has resided in the Murdoch Manor in Eastpool, remaining there. Even after her husband's death at Phoenix Gate, she gladly welcomes Clive and Jill into her home, going so far as to give Clive a set of clothes that once belonged to his father, a reminder of happier times that she would rather lived on than moldered in a closet. Clive Rossville got something too, though. See that? Imperial bearer turned deserter, he and his childhood friend Jill journey to the homeland of Rosaria to learn the truth of the events that shaped their histories. Their paths take them through the village of Eastpool, where they met Hannah Murdoch, wife of the late Lord Commander. She presents Clive with a set of clothes that once belonged to his father. I can't even cap. I like this outfit. The outfit is pretty good.
Not bad at all. You'll make a
master baker of you lands.
We're here to get that loot.
Maybe. But it's not as though we've got anywhere else to go.
Where are you off to then? Or hasn't your master told you? Either way, I expect our humble village ain't your final destination. Not to say it didn't have its charms. Take that tower. Relic of the Fallen it is. Must have stood there 1,000 years. And in all that time, no one's ever been inside. Mysterious, eh?
True.
Anything take your fancy?
Oh, Rook's Gambit, okay. Like them songs, they cost so much, bro.
Here you go. There you are. See you then.
Can we go in her house? Just curious. I'll ask again. You know, what is that? You know what it is? Let me know in the comments. Okay? Alright, I want to know, can this gear be upgraded? That's another thing I want to know. So I'm going to drop back to the hideaway real quick just to see, and we'll come back.
Lady Hannah has always been so kind to us. We should do something for her in return. Lady Hannah has always been so kind to us. We should do something for her in return.
Well,
Can we upgrade this gear that we got or no? No, there's no. So far it looks like the purple stuff. It seems like purple stuff cannot be upgraded. That's what I get out of it.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers? Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still consider the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
Interesting.
Sure, this orifice will see us through with her.
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
Right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well, then it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'll often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Vicereine stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill, for making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
The imperial province of Rosaria, the lands comprising the western reaches of the continent of Storm, formerly known as the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. It became an imperial province after its annexation by the Holy Empire of Sambrique in the year of 861. Annabella Lesage, once Duchess of Rosaria and now Empress of Sambrique, was granted stewardship of her former home and the title of Vicereine? I don't know what that means. A role she embraced with sadistic relish, enacting a regime of crippling taxation and constant surveillance, along with renewed persecution of the bearer population. He was lusting for power.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself. Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here. We'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him. Excellent. Another fight.
You know, had to test out my new weapon.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further? Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry. Company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
That's enough.
Big XP. Whopping 17.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition, one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
That was kind of interesting. Like a little detour for whatever reason. I don't know how you say that word. Hold on. I gotta do some research because I don't know. I'm butchering it. So that word is vice regency. Got it. The vice regency. After the incorporation of Rosaria into the Emperor Sylvestra elected not the ruler of New Province directly, but to make up its vice regency with Roslith as its provincial capital. The dim.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, the fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
No monsters. What's that mean? Better be some monsters out here. Yeah.
What's this? Another relic of the fallen.
There's a big blue crystal in the middle of it. Interesting.
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the Blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
Interesting.
There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
Phoenix Gate ruins, untouched in the many winters since the stronghold's fall. The scars of that fateful night linger still upon her walls. Let's go.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it. Let's have a look around.
Burned memories. Memories. Ooh. Yes, let me look around.
Could I have done this?
Could anyone?
Oh shit. God damn, boy. Are we supposed to jump down there? Look at Torgal.
What is it, Torgal?
Clive.
That's him.
Calm down, son.
He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know.
Hooded man. We know who the hooded man is. It was who I thought it was. Now, when they came here to Phoenix Gate and they brought Joshua here, there was a reason why they were coming here. They needed to commune with the ancestors of the Rossfields, or the, you know, of the dominant, right? And so there was some crazy deep underground thing underneath Phoenix Gate is where they needed to go, and that's where Phoenix and Ifrit were fighting at the beginning of the game.
Where is he?
Nowhere to be seen.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have.
He'd need the power of the Phoenix.
You didn't even have to say the words to him.
Thank you, Joshua.
Are you sure about this?
Nevermore.
The Hall of the Ancestors. We here, baby. We here. Let's see. We got any points? We got 706. Can we do anything with that? I mean, we got everything but taunt. I was like, bro, I don't see the point in buying taunt. Phoenix Shift. We can upgrade Phoenix Shift. Might be a good idea. I'm gonna upgrade Shift. Doesn't really do nothing, but I don't know what that actually. It doesn't really. It doesn't tell you like, hey, you're upgrading this skill. Star. Bonus points are awarded for using battle techniques during arcade mode. But it doesn't tell you like, hey, you put points in this and you upgraded it, but for what? Like, what was the point? A lot of these things are mastered. The only thing I don't have is taunt.
Another gate. Let's see if this one opens.
Alright. Had to shut one of my alarms off because I'm about to have like
This
2
place
alarms
really
go
be a
off.
fallen ruin.
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Jill?
Oh shit.
What do we do?
The usual.
trouble.
Ow. Shot me right in the butt.
My wounds, boy.
How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Phoenix Gate, the remains of the fortress destroyed in the year 860. On what came to be known as the Night of the Flames, the castle invasion by Sambric assassins, and the battle between the two icons of fire that arose in its wake, ancient ruins lie beneath and are reached by means of an underground pathway. Prior to Rosaria becoming an imperial province, the gate was of great importance to the people of the duchy, being the site of the rite of ancestral communion. Have echoes, strange clockwork constructs often encountered in fallen ruins. The question of whether or not they are truly alive is open to debate, as they do not appear to require water, nor do they feed on flesh of their victims as beasts do, and seemingly exist solely to protect their habitat from intruders. All echoes are encased in protective plating that is made from the same material as the ruins and thus cannot be destroyed, though repeated blows will cause individual plates to dislodge, eventually causing the entire construct to collapse on itself. Interesting. No map either, so don't 100% know which way we're supposed to be going. Well, we do. There's visual signs. Follow the blue lights.
Looks like it can take a beating.
Then let's give it one.
Not this time. That'll help. Garuda, lend me your...
Does any of this make sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Holy shit. It's pretty intense. Favor of wind gouge. You know, I'm using that, I think. Where we at? We're at 55 minutes. I think I'm going to make the cut in the episode right here. Leave it on the cliffhanger. You know what I mean? Yeah, me, homies and honeys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. You'll be back for the next one. We gonna be O to the U to the T to the out. Deuces.